Yeah, just like that. Okay. Have to do it fast. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Mo just did something like this. Okay, I'm good. Jesus, this is for you. Look, I'm doing it. This one foot's on water. I got an idea. I did it! I'm walking on water!
Good morning, friends. Hi, I'm Miss Katie, and I am Pastor Nathan's fiance, and I get an opportunity today to share with you one of my favorite stories about Jesus and his disciple, Peter. See, Jesus, he did a lot of miracles. He helped out people all of the time. And right now, in the middle of all of everything that's going on, sometimes we really just need Jesus to do a miracle. Sometimes that miracle looks like us stepping out in our faith. Jesus, he did this awesome miracle, and he knew that his disciples needed time to process what was going on, so he gave it to them. See, in Matthew 14, starting in verse 22, it says, "Right away, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat. He had them go on ahead of him to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. Then he sent the crowd away. After he had sent them away, he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, he was there all alone. The boat with the disciples was already a long way from land. It was being pounded by the waves because the wind was blowing against it. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to the disciples, and he walked on the lake. They saw him walking on the lake, and they were terrified. 'It's a ghost,' they said, and they cried out in fear. Right away, Jesus called out to them, 'Be brave, it is I. Don't be afraid.' 'Lord, is it you?' Peter asked. 'If it is, tell me to come to you on the water.' 'Come,' Jesus said. So Peter got out of the boat. He walked on the water toward Jesus. But when Peter saw the wind, he was afraid. He began to sink. He cried out, 'Lord, save me.' Right away, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. 'Your faith is so small,' he said. 'Why did you doubt me?' When they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those in the boat worshiped Jesus. They said, 'You really are the Son of God.'" We have time in the midst of this crazy season. Even though we can't come to church and see all of our friends, we have time to work on our friendship with Jesus. We have time to realize that he is the Son of God, that he does have the power to keep us safe. He has the power to heal those who get sick. He even has the power to bring those to heaven who believed in Jesus and what he did for us. He has that power. He is worthy of our time and our friendship, and he wants us to take that time with him. And sometimes stepping out of the boat of the crazy season that we're in just looks like us trusting that God has control. Even though we don't know when we're going to get to see our friends again. We don't know when all of this is going to be over. but God does. He sees it. We don't have to look at the wind and the waves and be afraid. If we keep our eyes focused on Jesus, walking on the water and trusting in Him, will work out perfectly. Now, since Peter, I don't know of anyone who's actually walked on the water, but if your faith in Jesus is sure, you can do anything. Now we're going to transition over to a craft that Miss Linda has ready for you guys.
Good morning, children. Today we're going to learn a craft of Jesus walking on the water. And I provided you with 2 different ways of putting your pictures together. One way is you can color it, and then you can cut all the pieces out, and you can make your little picture and paste it on with the boat and make water. And the other way is you can make your own little boat in your own picture with the water and cut out your own boat. And then I have a picture of Jesus in your packet already cut out, and you put a popsicle stick, like on this one here, you glue it on, and you make a little slit in your paper after you color it, and it looks like Jesus walking on the water.
Hey parents and grandparents, if any of you would like this craft for your kids or some kids that you know, maybe you've got some neighbor kids who are looking a little bored outside and they need something to do, feel free to email the church or message us on Facebook, and with your address and the amount of crafts that you need, and we will get them to you so that you can bless these kids with something to do. And then also feel free to take pictures of the kids with their crafts after they're done, send them back to us, and we can post them on next week's video. But for now, I'm going to close us in prayer. Dear Jesus, I thank you so much for the fact that you invite us to step out of the boat. You have everything in control. And God, we choose today to trust in you, to give you glory and honor. I pray that you would keep everyone safe. Lord, that you would bless their day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good. Good.